Energy prices are skyrocketing, making energy poverty a reality for many people, and raw material consumption has become unsustainable. In response to these pressing challenges, the Friedrich Ebert Stiftung has launched a series of transformative missions that represent the pathway to a more sustainable and promising future for Europe.
People are concerned about rising living costs, people are concerned about a stable supply of energy, but of course they are also concerned about climate change. So our missions reflect on these challenges here and try to tackle them together.
Europe's Energy in Citizens' Hands addresses the energy security concerns of millions of Europeans.
Gas became very expensive because of the war Russia waged in Ukraine. And so that's also when came to surface what energy cooperatives, when they are not only a producer but also a supplier, what they can do.
The acceptance of renewable energy is much higher if people can participate directly in it and if they have a local benefit. So it makes a huge difference for them if they can use this energy themselves, if it's going to benefit the local development, if it's going to be used at the local school, for example, and it's not just for the benefit of some company.
Clean and affordable energy for all addresses the critical issue of energy poverty that numerous households are confronting.
First of all, we have to make sure that poorer households are also able to keep their houses warm. And secondly, we have to bring down the energy consumption in general. And with the missions Clean and Affordable Energy for All Europeans, we are tackling both challenges at the same time. We are helping people to, for example, better insulate their homes, and we are providing them with local solutions, local support.
The mission Let's Close the European Raw Material Circle addresses the pressing issue of raw material overconsumption. These materials drive climate change, reduce biodiversity, and often come from unstable regions.
Industrially in Europe, we're heavily dependent on the import of raw materials. In many cases, we're dependent on China for these raw materials. You're then at the whim and influence of one country's agenda in terms of the whole industrial fabric in Europe, and that's not sustainable. It doesn't create a resilient industry.
We know that for the energy transition, we are going to need a lot of raw material in the future. At the same time, the extraction of raw material has quite a huge impact on the environment. So we should try to reuse what we are already having more wisely in the future.
We need an industrial policy strategy in Europe which combines diversifying the sources from outside Europe and maximising our internal resources, whether that's primary resources extraction or the far, far greater use of secondary resources through recycling and the circular economy.
Our missions go beyond mere ambition. They are a commitment to creating a more sustainable, fair and resilient Europe. The future is in our hands, and it is our mission to make it become a reality. Visit our website to learn more about our 12 missions for a progressive Europe.